Great to have you here, Clark, as the clock winds down for the start of this one. Going to be a really interesting afternoon, I think. The Falcons last week lost in OT to the Thunder. That was a really interesting game. We saw DeAndre McWhorter get in foul trouble early. He had a limited impact on the game because of it. The big fella was fourth in the NBL 1 in scoring before that game. It's interesting to see how he bounces back. Meanwhile, from the Geelong perspective, DeMarcus Gatlin, been a star for a long time for this Geelong team, and 23.6 points per game. That's fourth in the NBL 1. Some stars in the house tonight, Clark.
Exactly. It's going to be a good game. Both teams trying to get that fourth win.
The Falcons a real chance to stamp their authority on this league. I mean, if they can jump to a 4-2 record and really cement themselves in the top 4 or 5 teams in this competition. So my balls are going to start to go their way, I think, Clark. Meanwhile, the Super Cats sitting at 500 at the moment. Going to be a tough task for the Falcons, no doubt. A lot of talented players out here on the floor. Benny Lewis getting set to take the jump for Waverley. Lewis Thomas for the Super Cats. So just about underway here at Waverley Basketball Stadium.
We'll see how good Marlo Hicks can restrict a quarter down in the paint.
Absolutely. As the Falcons come up with the first tip. Here's Travis. Benny Lewis straight away lets it fly.
Strong start.
The wing three drops for Benny Lewis. Perfect start for the Falcons.
Didn't hesitate at all.
So here's Gatlin to Thomas. Chris Arkell let him shoot that, but Owusu comes up with the offensive board. Williams now pulls up from mid-range. And that one drops as Owusu hits the floor. Can't give Anthony Williams that much space, can you, Clark? I mean, 18 points per game so far this season for Williams.
Yeah, he's definitely a steady mid-range jumper.
Here's Travis. That's a deep three. Same spot as the Benny Lewis three. Couldn't get it to go on that occasion. Of course, Travis, one of the heroes, if you like, even in a losing effort for the Falcons last week, had 6 points in 30 seconds to force the game into OT against the Thunder. As Thomas, lovely post move, drops it in for the Super Cats. Nice fake, wasn't it?
That was a good ball fake.
Here's Travis, Owusu defending him. McWhorter with the screen. What can he do today, DeAndre McWhorter? Passes it to Benny Lewis, lets it fly. Oh, couldn't get his second three in as many minutes, Benny Lewis, on that occasion. Here's DeMarcus Gatlin, comes around the Hicks screen. He's got McWhorter on him, drive to the rim, forced into a miss, but Marlo Hicks cleans it up.
Yeah, it was created by the drive by Williams, freeing up Marlo Hicks for an easy putback.
Good start for Hicks. 10 points per game this season to go along with 7 rebounds for the big fella. Chris Arkell, that's an ambitious pass. It's come off the backboard. Geelong ball. Travis pushing up on Williams now. Benny Lewis defending Owusu. Here's Gatlin. Finds Owusu for the open mid-range 2. That one drops.
Fine, a good finish by Osui.
Quick start to the Super Cats. 8 quick points, 2.5 minutes into this one. Here's Hancock on the wing. He turns it over to Gatlin. Here we go. Benny Lewis trailing. Finds front position and lays it in for the 2.
Great read by Gatlin. Finished strong on the other end.
Good steal there for DeMarcus Gatlin. Here's Benny Lewis again. McWhorter at the high post. Dylan Travis comes around. Opts to take it. Had a bit of space there. Couldn't get it to go on that occasion. Here's Williams coming quick for the Super Cats. Ooh, draws the foul on Travis. He doesn't like it. But he'll go to the line for 2. Will Anthony Williams.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call on Travis.
So tough to stay in front of Anthony Williams. His first step is lightning quick.
Early lead from the Cats right now. We'll see if the Falcons go down low to McWhorter and give him touches inside the paint.
The first one is off for Anthony Williams. 82% free throw shooter so far this season. As the second one goes. So quick start for the Super Cats, and they're pressing up here. Anthony Williams fronting the press. Falcons seem to pass the way out of it pretty easily. here's Travis now. Williams, relentless in his pursuit of Travis. At the top now. The quarter on Hicks draws the fan.
There it is.
That's what they need from the big fella. The Waverley bench loves it. The quarter will go to the line for one more.
Power play from McCorton. Going strong to the hoop and one.
Once he saw that lane, he just took it strongly. He's a big man, John McCord. Going to be hard to stop in those situations. Completes the and one play. Shooting 81% from the line this season in the quarter.
Both teams are pushing full court right now.
High intensity from both sides to start this one. Here's Gatlin. Hicks to Williams. Once again. And she draws the foul on that. She's really giving Travis some troubles early on.
Yeah, it's just up a second foul already. Falcons switching to 2-3 zone early in the first quarter. Travis going to be stopped out with 2 fouls.
A really smart play, I thought, from Anthony Williams. Saw Travis had his hand out and just drew the jump shot up to get the foul for Geelong. Recognised the situation well. The first one is good for Williams. Dylan Travis taking a rest after a quick 2 fouls to start the game, and in comes Brad Kelleher. Was impactful towards the end of last week against the Thunder. Was really instrumental in helping the Falcons get back in. There's a nice pass from Benny Lewis, finds Arkell down low for an easy 2. Great way to break the press there as Lewis chucks it out of bounds, just a bit too much on that one. Lewis will take the inbound.
That was a good find by Benny Lewis. Easy basket down.
And it might have forced the Supercats to relax the press a bit there as Benny Lewis broke that last play down. He's at the top. Kelleher. Shot clock's winding down. There's 6 left. Chris Arkell lets it go. It's to the left, but Benny Lewis gets it in. Supercats take care of business on the glass. Here's Gatlin, pulls up. Good contest there from Lewis. Got a fingertip on it. Marlo Hicks, though, comes up with the offensive rebound. Easy lay-in 2 there.
The second one, he's been big down low right now. Interestingly, Falcons not getting McCorton touches down at the paint. He's been getting ball at the top of the key right now.
It's going to be an interesting battle, isn't it? Quarter and Hicks. 2 of the biggest bodies in the NBL 1 competition. That's a long 2 from Lewis. Arkell with the rebound. Kelleher fakes the shot, and McCorder takes care of business down low. It's his second bucket of the game.
Nice patience.
Path there from Owusu. Thomas found himself.
Good steal down low by Thomas.
So apologies if you're having any trouble with the visuals here on the live stream. We've got some things to work out as Owusu. Love pass. Draws the foul. Can't get it to go. To the free throw line already for this Geelong team. As Thomas rattles the first one in.
5 points for Thomas.
14 points per game so far this for Lewis Thomas. 10 rebounds as well to go along with that. Once again, the Wickets employing the press. He's Hancock. Falcons are relatively unfazed by the pressure. Benny Lewis now from the offense. Kelleher. Risky pass. Owusu though. Porter, what can he do? Just rim out. Debris see though. The impact he's having on the game clock back to the defense there.
Yeah, and then the turnovers. I'll be back with the ball.
Hard to stop once he gets on the low block. 1-on-1. Benny Lewis set things up.
It's interesting to see who can score for the Falcons side. It's the quarter right now.
Matthew Hancock. Chris Arkel, Andy McWilliams, open. That was a smart play from the pace here. Quick up the ball.
The keep off what happened so far in the game.
Get in front of him. I'm out on the floor. 12.5 minutes in the first period.
Kind of like it's our looking for the loop.
Yeah, long streak catch well. Thomas 6 10. Williams is being paid.
Yeah. I'm strong to the basket. Put the assists into the street.
Waverley, I'm driving the had this pretty much down low. Benny Brooks hit an early three. But other than that, they haven't had too many contributors on the offensive end.
Yeah, who's the second guy, the offensive guy for the Falcons, the key to the game?
Dylan Travis with 2 fouls. He's out on. Because he's an important player for them, so certainly a guy who can step up and score the ball. 4 points per game so far from Travis.
That's the guy who creates his own shot.
Marlo Hicks hits the three. Well, we're back here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Apologies to anyone who had to sit through our technical difficulties here, but we are back and ready to bring you the rest of the game here between the Waverley Falcons and the Geelong Supercats. 48-26 at this current stage as DeAndre McWhorter backs down Hicks. Good defense from Hicks on that occasion. Forced McWhorter into a miss. He's pushing up on Hicks. He comes up with the offensive board. Out to Owusu. He's got a bit of space. Here's Friend. Drives baseline on Harper. Finds his way inside, but a bit of a tough shot. Couldn't get it to go on that occasion. Here's Dylan Travis Clark for the Falcons.
He's the key to the Falcons' offense right now. It's a foul.
Nearly forced into a turnover there was Dylan Travis, but there's been a foul call on him, so it will stay with Waverley. Matthew Hancock's going to check in now for Michael Harper. And Anthony Williams, a key player so far for the Supercats, has checked back in as well. So Gatlin, Thomas, Williams, Hicks and Owusu all out there for Geelong at the moment. Travis comes around the McWhorter screen, pulls up from two. That's short. Owusu can go here. Waverley have numbers though. Euro steps his way through, but I think Arkell might have got a fingertip on that one as Hancock on the wing pulls up in transition. A little bit strong though on the shot. Geez, Thomas straight ahead to Owusu. Athletic finish.
Falcons only shooting 1 of 7 from 3-point lines today.
Great pass from Lewis Thomas there in transition. As Travis now, Benny Lewis has checked back into this game. Got the starters back out on the floor to the Waverley Falcons. In fact, both teams do. Benny Lewis now at the top. Travis opts to shoot it. Online, but a little bit flat. Owusu on the wing. Dylan Travis is a little bit lucky there. Gave him a bit too much space, but he pushes it ahead to Benny Lewis. Geelong have the numbers. He's got to slow it up. Bit stagnant here, the Falcons. McWhorter with the screen. Oh. Arkell lets it fly. And, oh, geez, Dylan Travis has come up with the steal there. Credit as well goes to McWhorter for forcing Owusu into mishandling the rebound.
Right place, right time for Dylan Travis right there.
Good pass there from Marlo Hicks. Finds Owusu for the reverse lane.
Great cut too.
Supercats opening up a very dominant lead at this point as Dylan Travis turns it over. Here comes Lewis Thomas now. Gatlin to the left. There's been a foul call.
Illegal screen.
It's a charging foul by the looks. No, you're right, Clark. Yes. So, illegal screen, offensive foul will stay with the Falcons now. Geelong had an opportunity there on the fast break. 52-28 with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Geelong lead. Here's Travis. McWhorter at the top. Shoots the three, and that one's good. Hicks gave that one to him, and he let it go.
33% from 3-point line this season. Big man can shoot.
You certainly can. You think perhaps Geelong's tactic of just letting him shoot the three ball is more that they would prefer him there than down low because he's almost unstoppable down low as Tang hits the corner three. His first points of the game. Just checked in as well, I believe, as they double, and he's dribbled the ball out of bounds as Hancock. The double team of Tang and Thomas just worried him there. Timeout. Geelong has called the timeout. They lead by 24 points with 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Looks like we could have another blowout the way it's going at the moment, Clark.
It is. Seems like they're pulling the way in the second quarter.
DeMarcus Gatlin, 9 points.
It's been a pretty balanced offensive effort from the whole Geelong cast team.
It certainly has. So many options on the Supercats team. I mean, Gatlin with 9. Anthony Williams was really instrumental in the first quarter. He's got 7.
Mao Hicks, 7.7 rebounds already and 3 offensive rebounds, I believe.
And doing a pretty good job, I think, of limiting DeAndre McWhorter's influence as such. I mean, the big man is going to dominate today. He's up to 14 points. He's probably in for a big afternoon, but he's making them look a little bit one-dimensional at the moment, the Falcons. Outside of Travis and McWhorter, not a lot's happening for them on the offensive end.
Yeah, Chris Arkel, their third offensive option, and Benny Lewis have been quiet so far in the first half.
Yeah.
Arkel only 2 points and Benny Lewis 5 points.
Yeah, Benny Lewis
And
with
that,
a three-pointer to start the game.
I believe they haven't scored a lot in the second quarter yet either.
Yeah, it's certainly been a slow second quarter, you're right, for the Falcons as Hancock presses right up on Tang. Clearly some words in the timeout. Tang drives hard to the ring, just can't get it to go. Did well to get around Hancock there.
It's pretty crossover by Tang.
A lot of speed these Supercats point guards have got. So, Travis nearly mishandles it there. He lost his footing. Williams, right up in his face. And for a second there, Travis looked a little bit disgruntled as McWhorter sets the screen, comes off it. Passes it inside to Chris Arkell and blocked by Lewis Thomas. No, it's a foul call. Chris Arkell will go to the line for 2. Thomas is not happy about it. Thought it was all ball, but the referee saw it different. So Arkell a chance to get himself in the game here.
But you can see the successful defense helping the possession before just collapsing on McWhorter.
And the youngster, Cody Fredrickson, checks in for Dylan Travis. Played very limited minutes so far, Cody Fredrickson, so he gets his chance for the Falcons. First one drops for Chris Arkell. 15.5 points per game on the season, Chris Arkell. 53% from the field as the second one's a bit strong. Marlo Hicks
Another big
cleans
rebound
up on the grass. Williams with the fadeaway floater. But Thomas has come up with the offensive board and Hicks can shoot this corner 3. It's an air ball, unfortunately, for Hicks. Looked a little bit uncomfortable from that range. Here's Benny Lewis now. Minute and a half remaining of the 23-point margin. And on cue, it's a turnover. That really hurts the Falcons. They needed a response there, and they couldn't get it. So Dylan Larkin checks in for Chris Arkell, and the Falcons look in a lot of trouble. The Supercats on their way to possibly 2 blowout wins today here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Anthony Williams now. Gatlin on the wing. Hicks gives him the screen. Benny Lewis has forced him into the turnover. Here comes Matthew Hancock. Got Larkin there. Opts to hold it up. Here's Fredrickson. 1 minute remaining. Benny Lewis at the top.
They had to do better on that 2-on-1 fast break.
Drives strong left as Benny Lewis draws the foul for 2.
Strong drive by Ben Lewis.
Getting himself involved is Benny Lewis.
Yeah, if you can make jump shots, strive to the basket as much as possible and then get yourself to the free throw line. Make a few free throws, get your touch back.
It's a good point. It's a very good way to get yourself back into the game offensively, for sure. And it's just tying up the shorts here by the looks. Benny Lewis getting himself settled for his 2 free throws. Just off on the first one for Benny Lewis, so...
If the Falcons want to keep the Suns in the game, they can miss these easy opportunities.
Yeah, the free throw count for Waverley. That'll make it 5 of 9 from the free throw line. So they certainly haven't particularly taken care of business there, you'd say. Benny Lewis comes up with another steal. Gatlin hits the deck hard. What can they do here, the Falcons? Lewis on Hicks, goes hard left again, and that one drops this time, and one. Benny Lewis. He's having an influence on this game.
Gain some confidence right now.
Same move as the last time as well.
Exactly.
But this time it's an and 1.
No jump shots, no problem.
Referee calls for the floor to be wiped as DeMarcus Gatlin hit the floor moments ago. DeAndre McWhorter looks set to check in after this free throw. So 41 seconds remaining. It's a 20-point margin. Couple of buckets to Benny Lewis as softened the blow for the Falcons in the first half. And the Supercats have put the Waverley Falcons in the bonus here, so with only 41 seconds remaining. Here we go. Chance to make it one more for Benny Lewis. That one rattles in. So back to a 19-point margin here. The Supercats with the chance to answer. Larkin pressing right up on Williams. Here's Marlo Hicks. They're moving it quickly, the Supercats. Tang. They reset with Williams. 30 seconds to go. Here's Tang on the wing. Not a lot of movement. And they turn it over. Really ill-advised pass there from Williams. They look confused there, the Supercats. 16 seconds on the clock. One last shot remaining.
See if Lewis can get another basket.
This would lift the home team. Neville comes with a screen. They show. Here's Larkin. Hancock running out of time in the mid-range. Jeez, couldn't get a good shot off there, could the Falcons, and Lewis will let it fly from half-court. So that'll do it for the end of the first half. 55-36. The Geelong Supercats lead by 19 points here at the end of the first half. Both teams shooting well from the floor. Geelong, 58% from the field.
Yeah, the Cats been shooting lights out. 50% from three-pointers, 4 of 8. And then out-rebounding them as well. 23 rebounds compared to 15 from the Falcons.
DeAndre McCorder, the leading scorer in the game with 14 points. DeMarcus Gatlin has 9, as does Benny Lewis. Right in the thick of it at the end there. Owusu with 8 and McInerney with 8 as well. So about 10 minutes till we get back underway here at Waverley Basketball Stadium for the second half. It's a 19-point margin, Clark. What do you think the Falcons have to do to get back into it from here?
Definitely take care of the ball better and then run some high pick and roll from Dylan Travis and Marcus McWhorter, and then see if they can get Chris or Benny going more as they seem to come alive a little better later half of the second quarter.
I thought Benny Lewis did a fantastic job at the end there. Had a couple of strong drives to the bucket, drew some fouls, really making things happen for Waverley. What you want to see from one of your stars who was fairly quiet to start the game after that three and really got back into it. All of a sudden, he's got 9 points. So Benny Lewis doing all the right things. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes for the start of the second half.
lightheadedness.
So a minute and a half before we get back underway here for the second half. The Geelong Supercats and the Waverley Falcons. It's a 19-point margin at the moment. My name is Liam Ellison. I'm here with Clark Cool. We saw the Geelong women get out to a big win over Waverley earlier. 29 points towards the margin in that one. And at the moment, looks like we could be on the way to a pretty similar sort of margin the way this game is going.
It certainly looks like a similar game by the 19-point deficit entering the second half right now.
DeAndre McWhorter leading the way for Waverley with 14. Benny Lewis has 9, but for the Supercats, they have a very well-rounded scoring effort at the moment. 5 different scorers they have on the board. Anthony Williams has 7, DeMarcus Gatlin with 9. Marlo Hicks has 7, McInerney with 8 of his own. So a lot of options there for the Supercats, Clark.
Pretty balanced offense right there. And we'll see who can step up for the Falcons in the second half besides Dylan Travis and DeAndre McWhorter.
Yeah, Benny Lewis also was really good at the end there of the first half.
It's got 9 points.
So the Falcons sending out their starters to start the third period, as do the Supercats. Falcons ball to start things off here in the third period. If they're a chance to get back in this game, Clark, they need a response now.
At least get the deficit down to 10 points or even single digit at the end of this quarter.
Single digits would be a great result for the Falcons team at the moment. Benny Lewis now to McWhorter in the post. What can he do here? He's got Hicks on him. Out to Lewis. He shoots it. That one's a little strong, and Hicks corrals the rebound. So, not the start the Falcons are after. Here's Williams. Matthew Hancock defending him. Inside to Lewis Thomas. Arkell on him. Fades away with a hook shot. That one's off. So, Travis now for Waverley.
2 quick one-and-dones possession for both teams starting the second half.
Travis on the wing. They're trying to get McWhorter open. The Supercats doing a good job of stopping him, but doesn't matter because McWhorter gets inside and gets his shot, but that one doesn't fall on that occasion.
Hicks been doing a fairly good job containing McWhorter.
He's certainly been doing enough given the margin. McWhorter still quite dominant. Here's Hicks with the screen. They come up and double Williams. The no-look pass to Owusu in the corner. What can he do here? Shot clock winding down. Tough shot there. Really banks it in, but he gets the offensive rebound. And Gatlin straight up and in. DeAndre McWhorter decided not to give away the foul on that occasion.
It's a little bit unlucky for the Falcons to lose that offensive rebound.
It was a good defensive play up until that last little rebound as Benny Lewis's floater just rims out. And here come the Supercats, and here's Gatlin charging to the rim. Tough shot there from Gatlin, nearly rimmed in.
Good no call by the refs.
And here's Hancock now in the corner. He's got Williams on him. Back out to Lewis. Not a lot of movement here. Here's Arkell at the low block, and there's been called a foul on DeMarcus Gatlin. He doesn't like it. But it'll be an inbound play for the Waverley Falcons as a result. McWhorter. Owusu just caught him unawares there, came in with the steal and passes it ahead to Lewis Thomas. Well executed fast break play there from the Supercats.
It was a great pass by Owusu as well, finding that small space.
And McWhorter just didn't sense the double there, and Owusu just got a fingertip in, forced the steal. They show on Benny Lewis, down to Arkell at the low block. Hancock, he fires. No good on the three-point attempt for Matthew Hancock. And Williams now drives hard on Hancock. That's a tough shot. Good defense there from Matthew Hancock, but Marlo Hicks, couple of offensive rebounds, and Dylan Travis nearly climbs over Marlo Hicks on that occasion. Over to Arkell. Transition 3. Short, but Nick Horter with the tip in, and he's been fouled. So a couple of free throw opportunities coming up for Nick Horter.
Looks like Hicks got McCorder's eyes a bit right there.
He looks in a bit of pain, doesn't he?
Yeah.
DeAndre.
Oh, I think he lost his contacts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he might have a bit of a break in play as he puts his
off.
contacts back in. And it might even be a substitution, actually. So it wasn't a shooting foul, Clark. I thought they might have called the tip-in attempt as a shooting foul, but it will be an inbounds play.
Yeah. Again, it points back to Falcons for who's going to score for them besides McWhorter.
Yeah, certainly the likes of Travis and Lewis and Arkell will need to lift here. Lewis has been good. Arkell's been quiet by his standards. Had 26 last week, averages 15.5 per game. Only has 3 points to his name at this stage. McWhorter now is back into the game, so here we go. Lewis to inbound for Waverley, to Hancock in the corner. He's got Thomas on him. Back out to Travis. McWhorter's going to set a screen for him here, and he rolls. Travis, lovely pass to Hancock. Pull up 2 from the free throw line, and that one's short, but Travis comes up with the offensive board. McWhorter asking for a down low. The pull up long 2. And Chris Arkell.
Yes.
Lovely offensive rebound there from Arkell. Gets it to go.
Great effort.
And once again, the margin still sitting around the 21-point mark in favour of the Supercats. Travis on the floor. Gatlin's wide open here. He'll let it fly. McInerney comes up with the board, and Gatlin once again to the rim. That's a poor miss. And Travis will corral for the Falcons. They're pushing the pace here. Arkell to Lewis. Back to Arkell. He can drive left. And McInerney, the big block.
He's like, give me that.
No, thank you, says McInerney. As the Falcons keep the ball. Here's Arkell. He's got Williams by himself. Bit of a mismatch here. Williams is defending well. Forces him into a pass. Nick Horter now thought about pulling up. Picked up his dribble. Here's Travis.
Oh,
Shot clock winding down, and
intense.
Williams has come up with the steal. Passes ahead to Gatlin, and he slams it home.
He lays it home. Didn't slam it.
Expecting the slam I was, Clark, and I'd already started saying it before he did that. What a stitch up there from DeMarcus Gatlin.
That good active defense by Anthony Williams. Get the steal and the look at that. Go ahead pass.
Dylan Travis defending Owusu now for the Supercats. DeMarcus Gatlin cutting to the free-throw line. Owusu lets it fly here, and that one drops for the Geelong Supercats, and they extend their lead.
That's been the biggest difference so far in the game. Shooting 50% from 3 from the Cats.
26-point margin now to Geelong. So Waverley just haven't been able to cut the gap as Travis. It'll stay with Waverley. McInerney thought, no, it's been reversed. So turnover on Dylan Travis. Good defense there from McInerney. They brought the double, and Geelong looking really dominant at the moment. Lewis Thomas checking out as Mark Goodwin comes in for the Supercats. Hancock trying to press up on Williams there, but the speed of Williams didn't worry him. Drives hard right, draws the foul, chucks it up. No good. He'll go to the line for 2 more with Williams, and once again, the speed and quick first step of Anthony Williams-Clark gets himself to the free-throw line.
Falcons just trying to figure out how to defend this guy. So fast.
So
He's got the dribble as well.
Really effective on the dribble is Anthony Williams. There's been a guard change over here for the Falcons. Michael Harper and Brad Kelleher have checked in. Hancock and Travis to the bench for Waverley. And Williams goes 1 of 2 there, splits a pair. So they're running away with it now, the Supercats. They need a response to the Falcons, and Benny Lewis draws the and 1 on cue. So no good on the layup attempt, but he'll go to the line for 2.
That was Benny Lewis' aggressiveness within at the end of the first half.
Yeah, he's given the Falcons something when they need it, isn't he?
Yeah, get into lines.
The freedom of ball movement from both teams has been quite stark in contrast, I'd say. I mean, the Super Cats moving the ball around really well, getting it in everyone's hands, finding wide open shooters, where the Falcons, to me, seem a bit stagnant in their offense. I mean, the likes of McCord and Lewis have been doing well, but they've really been shouldering a huge load, I'd say, on the offensive end.
And you can also see the better defensive communication from the Cats as
It's
well.
a perfect example there. Great play from the Super Cats. Owusu, the wide open too. Harper hands it off to Lewis. Here's Chris Arkell. This is better from the Falcons. Brad Kelleher turns it over. Good D from the Super Cats. Williams is off to the races. Alley-oop to Gatlin. Can't get it to go, though. That would have been special. Ooh. Waverley coming the other way. Benny Lewis into McCorder. Oh, good steal there from Mick Williams. McCorder comes up with it, though, anyway. And he'll put it in for two. It's a good effort from Williams, but DeAndre McCorder too strong on that occasion. He'll pull up in transition. Williams, but he's no good.
Rebound. It was almost another turnovers by the Falcons.
McCorder driving to the bucket, gets a hand in, does McInerney. And again, but that's a foul call, so McCorder's relentless pursuit of the bucket there gets him to the line for two more.
Foul called on number 24, McInerney for the Super Cats. That's his first personal foul, fourth team foul.
Michael Rabula checks in for Anthony Williams.
Replacing number 0, Anthony Williams.
And the first one just falls in for DeAndre McCorder. Interestingly, the Falcons have opted for only one rebounder on the free throw. McCorder just rims out on the second one.
Free throw shooting keep haunting the Falcons.
Still a 25-point margin here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. And as time winds down in the third period, the Falcons have just about lost their chances. McInerney wide open for three. It doesn't Dunny roll out, but the Super Cats have kept it here. In the corner is Rabula, lets it fly.
Another offensive rebound.
Goodwin. And again, another miss. So Super Cats, a couple of missed opportunities. Here's DeAndre McCorder in the fast break. Good pass to Benny Lewis. And they get the job done. The two stars today for the Falcons, Benny Lewis and McCorder connecting there. Lewis defending Gatlin. They switch. Now it's Arkell. Over to Goodwin. Owusu. It's called a turnover out of bounds, so good defense there from Michael Harper. Brad Kelleher just having a quick conference with the coaching staff before they set the play. Lewis at the top. Kelleher will let it fly from the wing. It's an air ball for Kelleher, and here comes Goodwin. Owusu now over to Gatlin on the wing. He takes Lewis off the dribble. Lewis tries to block it, but it's been called a foul.
That's a tough call.
Strong drive to the ring from DeMarcus Gatlin.
Yeah, I think he got him on the arm.
Second team foul for the Falcons. Dean Neville checks into the game, replacing DeAndre McCorder.
And once again, Clark, the defense of the Geelong Supercats, it was a story probably in the first game, and it really has been here as well. Just the half-court D just smothering. They're
Exactly.
struggling to get good looks, the Falcons.
Great communication, great rotation, and then they mix it up with their 3-2 zone as well, together with their man defense to mix it up, creating confusions for the Falcons.
Yeah, certainly on that last play at least, the 3-2 working wonders for him as Gatlin nearly drew another foul. McInerney had the offensive board, and they're disappointed with that, the Supercats. They did think it should have been a foul. But they quickly move on. So, a couple of subs here. Leasting to check in. First time in the second half for him. Chris Arkell taking a rest. Dean Neville as well is back into this one. So we've got some bench players in here to the Falcons. What can they do? Can they give Waverley a lift here. Benny Lewis over to Brad Kelleher.
And now they're doing 2-3 zone instead of a 3-2.
Once again, the defense of the Geelong Supercats.
Versatility.
There's a kick ball violation there. Will stay with the Falcons. Here's Neville with the screen. Back to man. The Supercats as Leasting lets it fly. Didn't have a lot of other options there. Nearly got it to drop.
Yeah, there's non-ball movement on that possession.
Gatlin got stagnant there. Leasting nearly with... And it's been caught a backcourt there. Nearly got the steal. But Waverley nonetheless rewarded for their efforts there. 8th turnover of the game for the Supercats. Been pretty good, it should be said, this afternoon, looking after the ball. In contrast, the Falcons have 14 turnovers. Lewis, a great pass to Michael Harper. Cross court, finding a cutting Harper. Lovely there from Lewis.
That's how the Falcons just do it. Move the ball, cut, set screen for your teammates.
12 points in the game for Lewis now. Lovely assist there. First bucket of the game for Michael Harper is here's Goodwin. The floater just rims out for the Supercats. Dean Neville corrals. Thomas has lost his feet there. Here's Harper. He's got a brick wall of 3 defenders. Finds a gap anyway and it rolls in. Lovely floater.
Thomas thought he's going to pass it out. Instead, he just took it.
Back-to-back buckets for Michael Harper. He's got 4 in the game now. Here's Gatlin on the wing. Harper defending him. Gatlin into McInerney. And he straight away pulls up. That one's a little short though. Neville gave him a little bit too much space there. Couldn't capitalise as Lewis nearly slipped. Out to Kelleher. He lets it fly. Just a little strong on that three-point attempt. 45 seconds remaining in this contest now. Goodwin to Gatlin. Leasting's on him, the youngster. Gatlin not looking to capitalise. Here's Rabula. Good defense there from Kelleher.
Solid D.
Neville passes it ahead. Here's Lewis now. And that might be a charge, and it is. Really smart play there from Mark Goodwin.
Good read by Mark Goodwin right there. Step in the lane. Step earlier. Sacrificing his body.
So Dylan Larkin now checking in.
First time in the game.
Gatlin at the top, over to Rabula. Leasting's on him. Here's Goodwin. Finds McInerney open, opts not to shoot. It goes down to Thomas at the block. Larkin's defending him. Neville comes to help. Big block there from Dean Neville. Brought the double team when it was needed and sent it out of bounds.
Great help by Dean Neville.
Timeout Geelong. Only 7 seconds remaining. They're going to draw up a little bit of an inbounds play. The Falcons brought it back to 19 points. A couple of good minutes of play from them. DeMarcus Gatlin and Owusu, both with 13 apiece for the Geelong Supercats. McCorder with 17. Benny Lewis with 12.
The rebounding, Hicks has 11, Thomas has 10, both in double-digit rebounds.
Taking care of business on the glass are the Supercats, 38-31. They're out rebounding the Falcons. It's a good couple of minutes of play there from Waverley, but still, with a quarter to play, 19 points is a big margin here. What will the Supercats draw up from this timeout? We will see in a matter of moments as the referees hurry up the Supercats. So the same 5 comes out for both teams with 7.2 seconds remaining in this one. Goodwin to inbound for Geelong. Looks like the Falcons are in a 2-3 zone here. Lewis, Thomas in the corner. Ambitious shot, but McInerney. Couple of tips, 3 tips in fact, none of them went in. Now, these boys aren't beginners, Clark, but you know what they say, 2 hands.
For safety.
That was an easy lay-in if they'd have just grabbed it and put it in.
Well, he wanted more offensive rebounds, obviously.
Nonetheless, it's a 19-point margin to the Geelong Supercats at the end of 3. Do you give the Falcons any hope from here, Clark? 19-point margin. We've seen stranger things.
2%?
2%. You're giving numbers to it. I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely hard for them.
Certainly last week, they came back from what looked like a almost unassailable lead with 30 seconds remaining. So who knows? Maybe there's more of that in store.
I'm looking forward to that. Certainly hard against this high intense defense displayed by the Cats through 3 quarters.
Supercats defense has been really good so far. I mean, the Waverley Falcons are shooting 2 of 16 from the 3-point line, so haven't got it going from there. They are shooting 49% from 2, but not being able to capitalise from beyond the arc has hurt them.
The defense has forced 15 turnovers for Waverley. 15. Big numbers.
A lot of those came in the first quarter as well, so they've done a decent job at cleaning it up since. Marlo Hicks leading the rebounding count there with 11. Thomas as well with 10. Gatlin with 5 assists. Supercats have been really good at passing the ball in this one. 17 assists to the Falcons' 8. So 5 for Waverley to start this 4th quarter. Leasting, Harper, Travis, Neville and Benny Lewis. So McQuarter will remain on the bench at this stage. For the Supercats, Rabula, Hicks, Williams, Gatlin, Lewis, Thomas, all their stars out here on the floor to start the 4th. Possibly looking to put this one out of reach pretty quickly, as we're just about set to get underway here for the 4th period of action here in this round 5 NBL 1 contest. Travis right up on Williams. He kicks it ahead to Rabula, leasting on him. Over to Gatlin, Harper defending him. And Hicks has turned it over there. No, it's come off the leg of Dean Neville, says the referee. Looks as though Marlo Hicks just mishandled the ball, but did so off of Dean Neville's leg. So it'll stay with the Supercats. Here's Rabula to inbound. Williams comes around the screen. He's open for the 3.
Ooh. Great screen set by Hicks.
Good start to the 4th period for Geelong. Benny Lewis now picks up his dribble. Here's Leasting. Got the big man Lewis Thomas on him. Over to Harper. The shot clock's winding down now. 6 seconds remaining. Dylan Travis will let it fly. No good on that attempt, and Gatlin comes up with a rebound for Geelong.
Ooh.
Gatlin takes Leasting off the dribble. Good defense there from Waverley, though. It'll stay with Geelong.
Again, the defense of Cats forcing the Falcons taking those long-range contested threes.
Yeah, it's a late shot clock attempt from Travis. Had to let it fly. Probably the man you want to shoot it as well if you're in that situation. Travis right up on Williams here. What can he do, Williams? Hit a 3 on the last possession for Geelong. Hicks with a big screen on Travis. They've got the switch. Neville on him. Over to Gatlin. Thomas down low. And Leasting has fouled Hicks there, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots for Marlo Hicks.
Really good find by Thomas. Instead of forcing the shot, make an extra pass to Hicks.
Tough ask there for Tim Leasting to defend the big fella, Marlo Hicks, down low. First one drops for Hicks, and 23-point margin. And he's airballed the 3 throw. Oh, Marlo Hicks is disappointing for the Supercats. Hicks having a bit of a smile about it. That's all he can do in that situation. They've doubled Lewis here. Over to Travis. McQuarter backing down Hicks. Back out to Lewis. Here's Harper.
Oh,
The block from DeMarcus Gatlin.
send away.
Great defense there from the Supercat star. Williams the pass to Gatlin. The jab step gives him enough space and nearly gets it to go. Not on that occasion. Travis pushing the tempo. Nice little cut in there for two from Dylan Travis. Found the space, used his shoulder to
Absorb the
create that one.
contact, maintain his body balance. Great shot by Dylan Travis.
Only 5 points so far in this game for Travis as Williams nearly slips over. Leasting reaches in, Rabula to Hicks. Lovely pass back to Rabula. It's fading away. That one's good. Nice little patient offense there from the Supercats.
You're just being able to get more easier shots closer to the rim.
And back to a 23-point margin now. Here's Travis. The floater, he's drawn the foul. No, doesn't go in for the and one, but nonetheless, a couple of trips to the free throw line coming up.
Good take by Travis. 5 points this game so far, though.
Owusu back in for Gatlin. Just willed that one in, did Travis. As he goes 2 of 2 from the line. Bit of a press here from the Falcons. Doubling Hicks. He finds a cutting Lewis Thomas. Out to Williams who can shoot this. Short on that attempt, but the Supercats will get another go at it here. Here's Thomas. Back to Owusu. A wide open mid-range two. And the Falcons have got out of jail there. A couple of open looks and Supercats couldn't take advantage as they've turned it over. Here's Williams and he'll be off here. Hancock trailing, but you're not going to catch Anthony Williams in that situation.
Not at all. Another turnovers from the Falcons, just when they show some signs of coming back.
16th turnover of the game for Waverley as Dylan Travis lets it fly. No good on that attempt.
Nothing's going down for Falcons behind the arc today.
Williams the nearly alley-oop attempt to Rabula in the corner, and that's good. I thought we were going to see a bit of alley-oop action there, but Lewis Thomas decided, you know what, 3 is better than 2.
Yeah. Simple math. Simple math.
McCorder on the low block. We haven't seen this situation in a while, have we? Lewis Thomas comes to double. Harper can shoot this. He does. It's a bit short. Lewis Thomas is off now. He'll slow it up. Marlo Hicks thought about walking into a 3. Just setting their offense here are the Supercats. Williams, lovely pass into Hicks. He's got Hancock on him. McCord comes to double. Same spot as before Rabula, but can't get the same result. Just rims out on that occasion. Travis, the in and out move and a big block from Lewis Thomas. Another great defensive play from the Supercats.
Oh, good move.
Michael Harper does a good job on that occasion to clean it up.
He's at 6.4 rebounds.
So, Owusu now. Hicks has let it fly here. McCorder wanted him to take it. He couldn't convert, but yet another long rebound results in it. Another trip for the Supercats. Thomas, the post move, no good on that attempt.
Whoa!
And Marlo Hicks. And 1.
He's at a double-double right now. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Wow.
Big fella coming up with a steal.
Ready perfectly.
10 points.
11 rebounds, 4 assists.
And 57% from the field today for Marlo Hicks. Lewis Thomas checked out. In comes Mark Goodwin.
And he's holding McCorder down to only 17 points right now.
McCorder's slowed down a bit, hasn't he? He got out to 14, I think, in the first half. Since then.
They called it tech.
Yeah, that are an unsportsmanlike, I'd say. Probably considered an unnecessary foul on the fast break. Kelleher to check in now for Dylan Travis. So with 5.5 minutes remaining in this fourth period, it looks like the Supercats are well and truly in control here. They lead by 27 at the moment. Owusu looking for Hicks to cut. He pulls up anyway, and he makes it.
He just say, I got this. Clear out my way.
Yeah, making things happen himself as Owusu. And the Supercats flexing their muscles here as DeAndre McCourt's shot is no good.
Another good defense by Hicks.
Arkell thought about reaching in for this deal. Rabula can shoot this. Gives it to Hicks anyway. Owusu round the screen. Lovely pass to Hicks, and she's missed the lay-in. Brad Kelleher thought he'd hedge his bets and let him go, but he's missed it. Lewis to pull up three. Bit short on that occasion. McCourt tries to keep it in, but it'll stay with the Supercats. Benny Lewis is checked out of the game. Dylan Larkin coming in. McCourt to leave the game as well. So you think that might be the last we see of the two Falcon Stars in this one. It's pretty much game over at this point. 29 points, the margin.
Yep. Get some rest for next game.
So here's Nathan Freen. His second appearance in this game so far. Tang as well back into the game. A couple of the bench players getting some action for Geelong. McInerney with the screen. Goodwin will pull up now. Just a bit strong on that attempt. So the Falcons, once again, struggling to score 54 points. They've got halfway through the last. Same story in the earlier game as well. The defense of the Supercats has been really impressive this afternoon. McInerney wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Arkell into Neville, he's wide open. Slow to get back there with the Supercats. So that's his first bucket today, Dean Neville.
Oh.
Wusu's found himself wide open. Hancock didn't expect the ball to fly that way.
Like that happened.
And frustrating for Waverley. Owusu relentless, even with 3 minutes to go in this one. Still pressing right up as nice pass to Arkell inside. He's got a mismatch and he takes advantage. McInerney nearly got over to help, but Arkell up to 7 points in the game.
Oh,
Goodwin nearly turns it over. And it's a foul call. Just to be on Dean Neville. So a couple of substitutions here for the Falcons. They are emptying the bench at the moment. Tim Leasting coming in, Cody Fredrickson, and Tenny Pruitt as well, seeing his first minutes this afternoon, Clark.
Excited. See if he can bring the team back.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen a lot of him this season, Tenny Pruitt. Obviously a bench player for the Falcons, but he gets his chance here with 3 minutes remaining. And Varley into the game as well for Geelong. McInerney drives baseline. Lovely reverse move there. Was running out of space, but made it work anyway.
Getting to the other side of the basket.
So a lot of youngsters here.
Wow.
Lovely pass from Cody Fredrickson. Larkin gets it to go.
Great play. Great play.
Good way to make yourself known when you're a youngster checking in at the end of the game.
Exactly.
Goodwin at the top, over to Tang. He can shoot it. He's airballed the three. Cody Fredrickson cleans it up. Pushing the pace here of the Falcons. Here's Pruitt for a corner three. No good on that occasion. Leasting kicks it back out to Neville. Leasting will shoot it here from the wing. Oh, Neville. The offensive rebound and passes straight away. Smart play there from Dean Neville. Back-to-back buckets, for Dylan Larkin. And Leasting comes up with a steal. Fighting hard in there. Varley's frustrated. Referee says, settle down, boys. But it looks like Leasting's headed to the free-throw line here. No?
No.
It's been a long afternoon, Clark.
Feeling lightheadedness already.
Been a long afternoon for the Waverley Falcons as well. Geelong,
So long.
on the other hand, going to improve to a 4-3 record. Should jump them up into the top 8. They've been really impressive today from both sides. Defended fantastically. The the combination of Gatlin and Williams was just electric for Geelong. Really played well. Good pass there. Larkin, nearly another bucket. Couldn't get it to go on that occasion.
Larkin's been showing some good minutes right now. He's been active on the board.
Here he is again on cue. Larkin pulls up. No good that time.
It's a good look, though.
He certainly had an impact the last few minutes. Over to Varley. Passes it one more time. Probably could have shot that, Varley.
I think so, too.
It's just spilled into McInerney's hands, and he takes advantage.
Cat's been getting all these sort of lucky offensive rebound.
Yeah, it's just spilled out a few times, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't been able to clean up quite as well as they would have liked. The Falcons. Leasting comes around the head off, finds Neville. Just rolls out. Fredrickson does well, but Varley knocks it out. What can he do here, Varley? Leasting's on him. Pulls up from 3. Jeez, nice shot there from Varley.
Confidence.
Absolutely. Geelong bench like that one. Just under a minute remaining here in this round 5 NBL matchup. The Super Cats played really well today. Leasting turns it over to Tang. One more chance here. He'll slow it up. So 30 seconds to go. Big win for the Super Cats on the road, getting their season on the right track. They're in the positive now, 4-3. And McInerney with a kick ball violation. Playing right to the buzzer of both teams. Disappointing result for Waverley. I mean, coming into this one, sitting 3rd on the NBL 1 ladder. A real chance to make themselves known to the rest of the competition today with a win. But unfortunately, just hasn't played out that way for Waverley. And they'll dribble it out here. Will the Falcons. So, well, they're going to give it one more go. Cody Fredrickson. What can he do here, the youngster? Over to Puart. He might shoot this. Back to Fredrickson. Wide open. And no good on the last one. So, the Geelong Super Cats, 30-point victors here at Waverley Basketball Stadium, 92-62. Dominant from start to finish, it should be said. Defended very well. Gatlin and Anthony Williams were fantastic. How did you see the game, Clark?
It's well-balanced offensive effort from the whole Cats team with 5 players scoring double digits and just a really good defensive display by the whole team, forcing them into top shots taken by the Waverley, and then they're just not shooting well. 2 of 24 from 3-pointers, and then, yeah, just not one of their days for Falcons. Yeah,
2 of 24 from 3 is going to hurt on any occasion. And the Super Cats, as you mentioned, Clark, 10 players hit the scoreboard for Geelong, so really well-rounded performance for them. Meanwhile, from the Waverley Falcons perspective, only 2 players in double digits. McWhorter with 17, Lewis with 12, and the next best was then Chris Arkell and Dylan Travis with 7 apiece. So probably not what they would have liked offensively from the Falcons. So Falcons dropping back to 3-3 at this stage. Geelong will now jump them on the NBL 1 ladder with a 4-3 record. A really impressive doubleheader from their club as a whole. The women getting the job by 29 points earlier against Waverley. So Geelong fans will be happy heading into round 6 next weekend.
One of the best Sundays, maybe.
Absolutely. Well, as the 2 teams talk it over here in the middle, that's all we've got time for here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Sorry about a few of the issues we had with the broadcast early on. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. My name is Liam Ellison, and I'm joined by Clark Cool. Yep. Thanks for joining us, Clark. We'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you.